Hi, Bill with Dr. Steamer here. One of the questions I get often is, how do I deal with pet urine? So we're going to talk about a couple of ideas today and a couple of options for you. What we're going to do first is this is our simulated urine. I'm going to give you an example of what happens when this actually makes contact with the carpet and the padding. So we're going to pour a little bit on here. So what generally happens when a pet pees on the carpet is not only do you get the ring here, the small ring, what happens is it passes through and you can see how big this ring is on the back side, much larger than what you're seeing on the top. And what happens is once it passes through the carpet, it'll actually enter the padding, and the padding will act like a dry sponge and just wick it and make it much, much bigger. So when we treat these, we want to treat them knowing what's underneath, not just what's on the top. So the first thing you want to do if you find pet urine, whether it's wet or dry, obviously it's better to take care of it the sooner the better, is there's a couple of options. There's some products on the market such as Nature's Miracle, which is really good, a generic spotter, which most of my clients are left with after we clean their carpets. And if you don't have either of those, something that can work to at least help neutralize and clean a bit is just a little bit of dish detergent. And I'm going to use this one as our example today. You don't pour very much in. I'll take about 1.5 cups of water and we'll put in just about 2 drops of the detergent. The first thing we want to do though, if it's still a wet stain, is we want to get as much out as we can before we apply any additional water. The best way to do that is just to use a regular, some type of cotton rag. And we're going to actually step, rather than push on it with our hands, we're going to step on it with our foot and apply our full body weight. And that way we'll get out just as much as possible from underneath the carpeting. You see how much that actually pulled out just by doing that. So then the next step, we're going to take water and we're going to actually pour this the solution of water in just a little bit of detergent. And we're going to pour in a circle from outside, working our way back in. And we're going to put in, this is about almost 2 cups, I believe. We just want to saturate the carpet and neutralize any of the acids in the urine. Like that. We'll let it set. You can use something to move it around a little bit with. And push down, compress, making sure this water gets into the padding. And then we'll use our towel or a different towel. And we'll use the same process to remove some of the soapy solution. And we'll do that a couple of times. So we'll do that a couple of times with our towels and just get as much of that soapy solution out of the carpet as we can. Like such. Alright, and then anytime we put anything into the carpet, we always want to be real good about rinsing it out. So here's just some warm water, nothing added. We'll use this as our rinse. Again, getting a heavy amount of solution in the carpet. And again, one of the major things we're trying to do here is to neutralize any urine that still may be residual. So we'll let that dwell for just a minute or so. And then we'll go ahead and sop that up the same way. As an alternative, if you have a shop vac such as this one, this is a great way to remove the extra water from the carpet. I'm going to use this here really quick to speed things up. Alright, and there we go. Now, if the staining is bad enough or the smell is residual and you are planning to call us out to come and clean it, we do recommend that you keep it wet, don't let it dry. A great way to do that is to take a garbage bag, lay it over the carpet, and just leave it and give us a call. So when we're here, we can actually remove it much easier if it hasn't had a chance to dry. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Bill with Dr. Steamer.